Exercise 5.1 question number 2. Write the first four terms of an AP whose first term is first one, A equal to 10, D equal to 10. Now let us do the first part. So solution is here A equal to 10. So A is actually the first one, that means A1. So we take A as A1. A1 equal to 10 and D equal to 10. So A2. Now we have to write the first four terms. So the first four terms are A1, A2, A3 and A4. So what is A2? If in A2 is nothing but in A1 you have to add D. A1 plus D, that is 10 plus 10. So it equal to 20. What is A3? A3 means in A2 you add D. So A3 is equal to A2 plus D. So that is 20 plus 10. That is equal to 30. Similarly, what is A4? A4 is equal to, in third term we will add again the value of D. That is the common difference. So that will be equal to, what is A3 over 30? 30 plus 10. That is equal to 40. Is a simple one. Similarly, the second part also in the same way. Here A1 equal to, A is to be taken as A1. A1 is minus 2. What is D? D is 0. So therefore, what is A2? A2 is A1 plus D. In first term, if we add D, it is equal to A2. So A2 is minus 2 and D is 0. So minus 2 plus 0, that is minus 2. Next one, A3. What is A3? A3 is equal to, second term you add D. So that will be A3. That is equal to A2 plus D. So A2 is minus 2. Here you can see that minus 2 and D is 0. So minus 2 plus 0, that is minus 2. Similarly, you can get the A4. A4 is again, third term will add D. So A3 plus D. But what is third term? Third term is here minus 2. So minus 2 plus 0, that is minus 2. So these are the first four terms. Similarly, the third part we are having here, A equal to 4, D equal to minus 3. So here also A1 equal to 4, A2 is A1 plus D, that is equal to 4 plus D is minus 3. So 4 plus minus 3 is 1. A3, what is A3? A3 is A2 plus D. What is the value of A2? A2 is from here, you can see that 1. So 1 plus D is minus 3. So 1 plus minus 3, that is equal to minus 2. Similarly, A4. A4 equal to A3 plus D. So that is equal to, what is A3? Minus 2. Minus 2 plus D is minus 3. So minus 2 plus minus 3, that will give you minus 5. So these are the first four terms. Similarly, you will do the remaining parts of question number 2. So it's very simple one. Question number 3. For the following APs, write the first term and the common difference. So this is very simple one. Here this is an AP. There is no need to prove that it is an AP because it is already given that it is an AP. So first term here in question number 1 will be first part, that is solve it. Here A1 will be 3. And what is common difference? The common difference we always denote by D. So D is difference of A2 and A1. So D equal to A2 minus A1, that is 1 minus 3. So 1 minus 3 is equal to minus 2. So D is minus 2. Therefore, what is the value of D? Minus 2. Next one, second part of this. So the first entry is always A1. So here, since this is an AP, so A1 will be minus 5. And what is D? D equal to A2 minus A1. That is the difference of second and first term. So minus 1 minus minus 5. So that will give us minus 1 plus 5. And that will become 4. So therefore D equal to 4. Similarly, we will do the third part. Third part also, what is A1? A1 is the first entry, that is 1 by 3. And what is D? D equal to A2 minus A1. What is A2 here? 5 by 3 minus A1, that is 1 by 3. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So denominator is 3. So 4 by 3. Therefore D is equal to 4 by 3. Now let us do the fourth part. fourth part is A1 equal to 0.6. And what is D? D is A2 minus A1. So A2 minus A1. That is 1.7 minus 0.6. So that is equal to 0. 1.7 minus 0.6 will give you 1.1. So 1.1. Therefore, D equal to 1.1. So this is how question number 3 can be solved. It's very simple one only. Question number 4. Which of the following are APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference D and write 3 more terms. Here it is not given that the sequence is AP. So first of all, we will have to prove that it is an AP. Directly we cannot write A1 and D. So here we know what is the definition of arithmetic progression. So that is what we will apply here. So here first part, let us solve one. Here A1 equal to 2. So A1 is 2, and what is in this case? Now let us find the difference. So we'll find first the difference of A2 and A1. So A2 minus A1 is equal to 4 minus 2, that is 2. Next we'll find A3 minus A2, that is 8 minus 4 equal to 4. Now there is no need to go further because the difference of A2 and A1 is not equal to A3 and A2. So even if we do the next step, that is we find A4 minus A3, it is of not any importance to us because the difference of all consecutive terms should be equal. But here the difference of A2 and A1 and A3 and A2 is not equal. Therefore this is not an AP. Therefore A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2. Therefore given sequence, do not write given AP. Given sequence is not an AP. Given sequence is not an AP. And since it is not an AP, there is no question of writing the next 3 terms. But because here it is given, if they form an AP, then only you have to write the next 3 terms. So now let us do the second part for this one. Second part will do the same. So here, what is second one? 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2, and so on. So here A1 equal to 2. Next, let us find the difference of A2 and A1. A2 minus A1 equal to 5 by 2 minus 2. That is, if you take LCM, 5 minus 2 into 2, 4. Oh, that is 5 minus 4. That is 1 by 2. So next one, what we have to find is the difference of so next we'll find the difference of A3 and A2. A3 minus A2, that is equal to 3 minus 5 by 2. So 3 minus 5 by 2 will give you 6 minus 5 by 2, that is 1 by 2. Next we'll find the difference of all the, how many terms are given here? A1, A2, A3, A4, 4 terms. So you have to do this till the 4th term. So that is A4 minus, next we'll do is A4 minus A3. So A4 minus A3. A4 minus A3 equal to, what is A4? 7 by 2 minus 3. So this process you have to do till the end. So the number which is given to us is 7 by 2, and after that the numbers are not given, though dot dot are given. That means the process is continuing of the AP, but it may be AP or not, whatever sequence it is. But the numbers which are visible to us are only till 7 by 2. So we will perform till that this process of finding the difference and then check whether they are equal or not. So A4 minus A3 is 7 by 2 minus 3. So this will give us 7 minus 6 by 2. That is 1 by 2. So this is also 1 by 2. So from what we can see here, therefore here we have what we are having, A2 minus A1 equal to A3 minus A2 equal to A4 minus A3. That means the difference is everywhere constant, and that is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore common difference, that is D. Therefore D equal to 1 by 2. And now we have to write down the next 3 terms there. So therefore before that we'll write that the given sequence is AP. Therefore given sequence is is an AP. Now we'll write down the next three terms. So how many terms are given to us? A1, A2, A3, A4. So next three terms will be A5, A6 and A7. So next three terms are A4. After A4 what will come is A5. So A5 is how we obtain A5. If in A4 you add the value of D, that is A4 plus D. So therefore A5 is equal to, what is A4? A4 is 7 by 2 plus D is 1 by 2. So 7 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 8 by 2, and that will give us 4. So A5 is, therefore we can write A5 is equal to 4. Similarly, we will find A6. So what is A6? In fifth term you have to add the value of D. So that is 4 plus 1 by 2. 4 plus 1 by 2 is 9 by 2. Therefore, we can say that A6 is equal to 9 by 2. Then we will find the seventh term. So A7 is equal to, in sixth term you have to add the value of D, that is A6 plus D. So A6 is 9 by 2 plus D is 1 by 2. 9 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 10 by 2, and 10 by 2 is 5. So A7 equal to 10 by 2 equal to 5. Therefore A7 equal to 5. So this is how you can do the questions. And this third one which is left here, that you all have to try on your own. It's a very simple one. Same process you have to follow. See whether the difference is constant or not. If the difference is constant everywhere, that is the difference constant between the second and first term, then third and second term, and fourth and third term, then it will be an AP, and the difference will be D, and A1 will be minus 1.2, and then you can easily write the next three terms by using the same formula as here I have given. A4 is A4 plus D, A5 will be A4 plus D, A6 is A5 plus D, and similarly A7 will be A6 plus D. Now we will do fourth part of question number 4. So here what we are having, A1 is here A1 is minus 10. So that is what we will write. Here A1 equal to minus 10. Then now let us find the difference between the consecutive terms. So A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1 is equal to minus 6 minus minus 10. Always remember that you have to write the second term minus first term, not first term minus second term. So A2 minus A1 is minus 6 minus minus 10. So minus 6 plus 10, that will give us 4. Next one we will find the difference of A3 and A2. A3 minus A2, that is equal to, what is our A3? Minus 2 minus minus 6. So these are, so minus 2 plus 6, that is 4. Then A4 minus A3. So what is A4? A4 is 2 minus minus 2. So that will give us 4. So therefore, what we are having is A2 minus A1 equal to A3 minus A2 equal to A4 minus A3. And if you go on continuing, it will be the same process, and that is equal to 4. That means the difference is the common difference, because it's common. Here you can see this 4. Everywhere the number is 4. This is 4, 4 and 4. Common difference. So we can say that 4 is the common difference. Therefore, D equal to 4. D means common difference. Now what we have to do is write the next three terms. So how many terms are given here? A1, this is A1, A2, A3, A4. So we have to write A5 now. What is A5? A5 is A4 plus D equal to, what is A4? 2. 2 plus D, 2 plus D, D is 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. Similarly A6. So what is A6? That is A5 plus D. A5 plus D equal to, A5 is 6. 6 plus 4, that is 10. Similarly, we'll have A7. What is A7? A7 is A6 plus D equal to 10 plus 4, that is 14. So this is how we can do the questions of this type. They all are of the same kind. So from 5th onwards till this uh, all the remaining questions you will do on your own, except this 12th one I will do. This 12th one, let me try this 12th one, and remaining whatever questions are remaining, question number 4, that you will try on your own. Method already I have shown to you. Apply the same method and definitely you will get the answer. So let us do this 12th one. 12th one I am doing for you. So here same method we will follow. Here a1 equal to root 2. Now we will find the difference. So a2 minus a1 equal to root 8 minus root 2. Do not write root 6. Root 8 minus root 2 is not root 6. You have to simplify this root 8. Root 8 can be written as 4 into 2 square root of it minus root 2. So what is this one? This is equal to square root of 4 is 2. So 2 root 2. 2 root 2 minus root 2, and that is equal to root 2 means 1 root 2. So you will get is 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2. So you will get 1 root 2. Therefore, a2 minus a1, a2 minus a1 is equal to root 2. Next, let us find the value of a3 minus a2. a3 minus a2 equal to root 18 minus root 8. Now root 18 can be written as 9 into 2, and root 8 we have already written here, that is minus 2 root 2, minus 2 root 2. So therefore a3 minus a2 equal to 9, square root of 9 is 3, so 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2, 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2, and that is equal to 1 root 2. So here also what we are having in both the cases, that is a2 minus a1 is equal to root 2, and also the difference of a3 and a2 is also root 2. But we have not to stop here because we are not till the end. The number which is given to us is last one, is not the last one, but is visible to us. Remaining all are, we have to suppose that the same pattern is going on. So the number which is visible to us is a root 32. So we'll do till root 32. So we'll find the difference of a4 and a3. So next one is a4 minus a3. a4 minus a3 equal to, what is a4? Root 32 minus, what is a3? Root 18. So root 32 can be written as 16 into 2, square root of 16 into 2 minus root 18. Here we have already written that is 3 root 2. So 3 root 2. Therefore a4 minus a3 equal to, square root of 16 is 4. So 4 root 2 minus 3 root 2, and that will give us root 2. So here also we are getting the same difference. That means our difference is common. So that is why what we are getting is common difference. We are not getting a difference of consecutive terms. What we are getting is common difference. So everywhere you can check it out. Here you can see on your own, this is root 2, this is also root 2, and this is also root 2. So everywhere the difference is common. So what we are getting is common difference. Therefore a2 minus a1 equal to a3 minus a2 equal to a4 minus a3, and that whole is equal to root 2. Therefore what is d? D equal to square root of 2. So this is what we have got. Now we will find the uh, remaining 3 terms. So let us find the remaining 3 terms. So that I will write here itself instead of going the next page. So let me first erase this one. Now here I will write the remaining portion of this one. So what we have to find is the next 3 terms. So that means how many terms we are having here? A1, A2, A3, A4. So we have to find A5. What is A5? A5 is A4 plus D. that is equal to, what is A4? Our A4 is root 32, square root of 32 plus D. What is D? D is root 2. Now we do not write this as root 34, square root of 34. So this will be totally wrong. So what you have to do is write this square root of 32 as how we have written here, that is 4 root 2. So what we have to write is here 4 root 2 plus root 2, and that is equal to 5 root 2. Therefore, what is A5? A5 will be 5 root 2. This is how you have to write. Similarly, you can write down A6 also. What is A6? A6 is A5 plus D. A5 plus D, that is 5 root 2 plus root 2, and that is 6 root 2. And in this form, what we can write is, we can take the 6 inside. Here also we can write in that same form. 5 root 2 we can write as, this can be, this 5 will go inside, it will become 25. 25 into 2 is 50. So we can rewrite this one as 5 square into 2, that is root 50. So this is the fifth term. Similarly, the sixth term we can write as, sixth term we can write in the same manner, 6 square into 2. So square root of 6 is 36. 36 into 2, so that is root 72. Even if you write this 6 root 2, it is not wrong. So similarly, you can write A7. A7 is A6 plus D. So what is A6? A6 is 6 root 2. 6 root 2 plus root 2, that is 7 root 2. And that can be, you can leave as it is, or also you can write it as 7 square into 2, and over that root will be there. So 49 into 2, that is square root of 98, and that will be your A7. So this is how we can write all the whatever terms are there remaining, that we can write. So this is, and the remaining questions also, whatever is remaining, that you will write in the same way. So here again I am rewriting as 49 into 2, that is square root of 98. So this is how you have to complete all the questions of question number 4.